Hello there. I'm Kristen, Doctor of Physical Therapy at Into the Light Healing and Bodywork. This yoga practice is designed to stretch and strengthen muscles that we can do with a chair. So we'll be sitting in the chair for a lot of this, but also standing. So if typical yoga is a little bit harder for you, this is a great practice. All right, let's get started. All right, friend, we are going to begin seated in our chairs with alternate nostril breathing. So for that one, we're going to take and fold the middle finger and the pointer finger into the palm and then close the right nostril with the thumb. This is if you're using your right hand. Inhale through the left nostril. Close the left nostril with the ring finger and then exhale out through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. Close the right nostril and breathe out through the left nostril. Breathe in the left nostril. Close the left nostril and breathe out the right nostril. Breathe in the right nostril. Close it, switching, opening the left nostril and breathe out the left nostril. Breathe in the left nostril. Switch sides, breathe out the right. Breathe in the right. Switch, breathe out the left. One more time. Breathe in the left. Switch, breathe out the right. Breathe in the right. Switch, breathe out the left. Bring your hands to a comfortable resting position on your thighs or on the arms of your chair if you have that. And then sitting up nice and tall, see if you can put even weight on each sit bone. Try to keep your back up off of the back of your chair. Use your abdominal muscles to support you here. And then invitation even to put your hands on your belly. Breathe in, see if your belly can push your hands away from your body. And then breathe out fully, squeeze the belly just a little bit. Breathe in, inflating a balloon in your belly. And then breathing out, squeezing all the air out of that balloon. Quick posture check. Is your head above your shoulders, shoulders above your hips? And then relaxing. Okay, from here we're going to stand, building a mountain posture. So for many of us, that means we need to scoot our sit bones towards the edge of the seat and plant the feet down. Press into the heels as we push up into standing. And while we're in mountain pose here, and just scoot this over here. While we're in mountain pose, we want to think about really planting our feet into the ground, really digging in, and maybe even opening the feet forward. And what I mean by that is creating an isometric contraction, using the ground as resistance as you try to push your feet out, your toes out to the sides and your heels together. So there's no actual movement here, it's just activation of the muscles with the ground resisting the motion. And that creates activation all the way up the legs and into the hips and thighs and glutes. I'm going to scoop the low belly in and up and knit the low ribs together. We want to roll the shoulder blades down the back and pull the head back like you're closing a drawer. Retract it. Take it to a few deep breaths here. Still standing in front of the chair. It's still work to find good posture. Okay, now I'm going to invite us to do a little chair posture. I'm going to turn, but you stay where you're at in front of your chair. Feet are sinking into the ground, still doing that rotation, activation of the lower extremities. We're going to sink our seats back towards the chair and reach the arms forward and counterbalance. So that looks like bending the knees and the hips. And really we only need about a 40-degree bend for this to be effective. Plant the balls of the feet into the ground. Lengthen the head of the spine away from the body. Arms reaching forward, counterbalancing, and then maybe even sinking a little bit deeper. Good. One more time. Watch where your knees are. Make sure they're close to your ankles. They'll be a little bit forward. Exhale just a little bit deeper. You got this. And then inhale, standing back up. Okay, if you're feeling adventurous here, feel free to go behind the chair to use it as a balance support. But if you'd like to follow along with me, I'm going to do these postures like on the chair. So what we'll do then is sit all the way back down into the chair, no plopping. And we're going to do kind of a forward fold flow here. We'll inhale, arms out to the side and up. And then exhale, we're going to fold forward, just being okay with wherever we stop, wherever we land. You don't have to have your hands on the floor. It's okay if your body doesn't collapse like that. Inhale, straighten the spine, maybe even putting your hands on your shins or on your thighs to lengthen that spine up and forward. Nice straight back here. And then as we exhale, lowering back down. Inhale, come back up to a seated position, moving your arms out to the side and up if you so choose. And then exhale, hands come back down to heart center. I'm going to turn my chair to face you again. All right, and then we're going to come into a warrior flow here. So we're going to turn our knees to the left. So just kind of pivot on your chair if you can. And it's okay if you're kind of sitting one cheek off of the chair. That's going to allow you a little bit better motion. Plant the left foot right underneath the left knee. And then allow that right foot to go back. And it's absolutely okay to just drag your toes along the floor. And it's absolutely okay to hold on to the back of your chair. So we're going to bring this back. And then inhale, arms come up. And if you need one for balance, that's okay. Stick with it. Tight tummy, scoop the belly button in and up. Low ribs are knitting together. Retract the head. I need to remind myself too. And return to your breath. Nice full belly breaths here. You should feel this working in your shoulders, upper back, maybe even your neck. And then let's open the torso to the right, maybe stretching the right leg back a little bit more. Opening the torso turns the pelvic bone. So we're trying to open through this right hip a little bit more. Arms come down, so hands are about shoulder height. We want the elbow creases to be pointing upward, so if you need to do a goalpost arms, straighten the arms, palms up, and then turn the palms down first, go ahead and do that. Pull the shoulder blades down the back. If you've been practicing this one a few times and you're feeling like you need a little more challenge, feel free to lift up off of the chair. This takes a bit of balance. And find that posture just a little bit above the chair. And if this is new, that's all right, stick with it. Then we're going to drop the right hand down to the right thigh. We're not going to put any weight through it. We're going to turn the left palm up. Again, we're going to need nice tight abdominals here, so really squeeze that belly together, knit those low ribs together. Lift that left arm up towards the ceiling, and then tuck your chin towards your throat to look underneath your left armpit. Still activating through the legs. They are still working here. And then we're going to bring that left hand down and turn back, so the knees are kind of in line with the way the chair is intended to be used. We're going to inhale here, arms come out to the sides and up, and then exhale into that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs, knees, whatever you can do to get a nice straight spine here, lengthening the back of the head away from the sit bone, and then exhaling, folding forward. Good. Inhale, we're going to do arms out to the side and up. And then hands together at heart center. Cool, we're going to do this on the other side. So let's pivot so that the knees are pointing off the right side of the chair. One sit bone can be off of the chair, if you can support that with your balance where you're at. And we're going to slide the left toes back. We want the pelvis to be square with the front edge of the yoga mat for this one. So keeping a nice straight line here. Pull the low belly in and up. Knit the low ribs together. Warrior one, arms up. Pull the shoulder blades down the back and retract the head. Chin should be tucked towards the throat. Nice double chin, very flattering. But who cares? If it's not possible for you to keep your arms up like this, don't worry about it. Just do what you can do. Anytime you have an opportunity to be in a pose for a while, I invite you to return to that belly breath, thinking about the balloon that's in there and allowing that to fill and squeeze out. And we're going to turn our torsos to the left, maybe lengthening that left foot back a little bit more, adjusting on the chair as needed, opening that left hip, and bringing the hands goalpost, palms facing your head, then straightening them out, elbows out, and then palms down to come into a warrior two. Again, if you're feeling adventurous here, maybe try lifting up. It's okay to hold on when you do that, by the way. Hovering over the chair. Just remember to keep that right ankle right underneath the right knee. All right, chest lifted, but low ribs knit together. Elongate those arms in opposite directions. Let the stretch happen through the left front hip. Breathe like you mean it. And then we're going to drop the left hand down to the left thigh. Right palm turns up. And then as we exhale, tight tummy here. Don't let those low ribs flare. We're going to lift that right hand up to the ceiling, but keep the chin tucked towards the throat. for a reverse warrior two in a chair. And then, when you're ready, we're going to come back down. Turn the knees to point forward. And we're going to come all the way up into standing. We're going to go behind the chair now. I'm just going to turn mine so that you can still see well. And what we'll do next is called Stork posture. So in this standing position with the fingertips on the back of the chair, we're simply going to put all the weight on the left foot. And then as you feel comfortable, lift the right knee so that it comes about the same height as your right hip. Pull the toes up to reach towards the right knee. And then lift the left toes up and gently place them back on the ground. Totally fine to have balance support here. Lengthen the spine, pull the shoulder blades down the back. Lengthen the back of your head away from your body. See how long you can hold it, especially with the intention of filling up that balloon in the belly and being strong in your breath. Notice how a good foundation can give you greater balance. And then with an exhale, lower down. Shift all the weight onto the right foot. Lift the left knee about left hip height. Pull the left toes up towards the left knee. Lift the right toes and then gently place them back down. Activate the right glute, the standing leg. That will help you to stand tall. Push the right knee back, but not locked. Just straight. Maybe a slight bend, but not big bend. Good job. Thanks for sticking through with me on this one. Shoulder blades down the back. Long spine. Work on keeping pelvis level here. A lot of times the lifted leg will want to, that hip will want to drop down, but counter that. See if you can keep that pelvis level. It takes a lot of work. It's work to stand on one leg. It really is. And not just because of balance, but because of muscle strength and endurance. And then go ahead and lower down, if you haven't already. Okay, for our last posture, second to last posture, sorry, we're going to step the right foot back and keep on the toes here. To get this started, feel free to have one hand on the chair and then the other hand is going to come palms up, palm up. Tight abdominals here, scoop the belly button in and up, and when you're ready, see if you can let go of the chair. And we're going to squeeze the abdominals to make a rotation happen. So we're squeezing from the right low rib cage and bringing it towards the left front hip bone. And then inhaling here, and then exhaling, we're going to bring the left low ribs to the right front hip bone. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the right. Try to keep the front hip bones in line. We're not necessarily twisting those. We're keeping those in line with the front edge of the mat. And then even out wherever you're at. And then we're going to step the right foot forward and the left foot back. Remember, we're sticking on the ball of the foot here on the toes, getting maybe a little bit of a stretch through the calf and the foot. Standing up nice and tall on that right leg, palms up. Inhale, and then as we exhale, we're going to bring the right low ribs to the left front hip bone. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, left low ribs to the right front hip bone. Repeat. Flowing with your breath. Invitation to still use that balloon imagery in the belly. Keep a nice long spine, lifting through the back of the head. Lift the right toes and then gently place them back down. And then last one, or evening out. Good. Right. For this last one, the real last one, I promise, we're going to want to put a little bit of weight through your chair. So if it's not a stable chair, don't do this. But if this is safe for you to put a little bit of weight through this chair, we're going to go ahead and give that a try. Take a step back so you're a couple feet distance of your feet, couple of your feet distance away from the back of the chair. And then what we'll do is keep a nice long spine, a nice straight incline as we put weight through our arms into the chair. So we don't want this sliding out in front of you. Remember, only do this if it's safe for you, and only do a little bit if that's all you can handle or keep in good form. So we want to squeeze the buns, scoop the low belly in and up, keep the low ribs knit together, pull the shoulder blades down the back, and lengthen the top of the head away from the body towards the ceiling. Keep that nice straight line and return to belly breathing if you are able. The further away you walk, the more challenging it will be. So if you really, really wanted a challenge, if you've done this a few times now, you can use the seat of the chair and have your feet going further back. The incline is longer, really working on challenging the core, both the back and the front muscles of the core. Taking a break whenever you need to, but together, let's come out of that posture and find a nice, comfortable seated position. Hands can be wherever is comfortable. I invite you to stay sitting upright, not leaning against the back of your chair, but if you need to do it, go ahead and do it. Lengthening the spine, noticing the body, noticing any areas of tension or discomfort or relaxation, heaviness. Are you feeling energized, engaged, fatigued? Just notice without attachment. Thank you for taking the time and energy to stretch and strengthen your body with me. The light and spirit in me honors and appreciates the light and spirit in you. Let peace be with you.